Michael White is actually joining us outside on the patio now for some fantastic barbecue. Michael.
Guys, I could not be more happy that I get to be a part of this cooking segment today, because we're getting to make my favorite food, barbecue, and best of all, like myself and Joe, like you know, we have a couple of Yankees with us, so to speak. 17th Street Barbecue is joining us on Studio 10 this morning. We have Chef Mike. Chef Mike, welcome to the show. Oh, that's right, got the gloves on, so we'll elbow. Now, you're from Southern Illinois, right?
Yes, sir.
Near where you said in the T's, where Missouri and where Kentucky sort of all come together?
They all converge down where the Mississippi and the Ohio all come together and all the states touch.
Fantastic. And you were telling me before we started this cooking segment, your drive, you drove down here, took about 13 hours because you made some pit stops. You got to stop at numerous barbecue places in Decatur and in Nashville, and even got to check out some places around Mobile too, right?
We went to 5 different places yesterday.
Wow.
You know, Sunny's Barbecue and Dreamland, Saucy Q, Moe's, and they were all fantastic. I mean, they showed us around. We got to eat, got to see behind the scenes. What a trip.
So life was real tough for you, essentially, the past couple of days, right, Chef Mike? Just real tough.
Yeah, real tough.
Now, today, we are making something, and I'm going to be honest, I had not, obviously, I've heard of ribs, but I have not heard of this, what you call the dry rub. I've never heard of that before. Essentially, what exactly is the dry rub?
What a dry rub is a combination of spices that blend together to enhance the flavor of a rib. Also used on shoulders, butts, whole hogs, this type thing. And of course, everybody has their own blend of what they think that actually works for them. But there are some ingredients that are just almost in every dry rub that there is. And one of those is paprika.
Okay.
And our rub has 10 different ingredients in it.
Oh, wow.
There's paprika, little chili powder. You basically just take each one. This is a little granulated garlic.
Okay.
We always use good quality rubs. That's a little salt, a little sugar, a little black pepper. You just dump them right in your bowl, test them out. A little black pepper, a little cumin. As I said, a little cayenne pepper.
Nice.
A blend of all the different ones act at different times to the taste bud.
Well, I know our Danny Dials loves cumin.
Little dried mustard. And of course, the secret ingredient that we don't put out and tell.
Oh.
But I think they can go on your website here at Fox. Main thing is just you got to blend it all together.
So you put all 10 ingredients into the bowl, you mix it up, and then are you going to lace that over the uncooked ribs?
What we're going to do is we're going to put that on the rib over here.
Okay.
We use a baby back rib, a 2-pound, what they call 2-pound and down. And after this is all blended together, we will take and put what we will have. I already have some that as well, but you got to make sure everything is completely blended. This will enhance and bring out the flavor, but not overpower the meat, but add a little pizzazz. The pizzazz is what it's all about, to make you unique from somebody else.
Now, see, I like that, and that gets me excited to be able to taste what this is going to be like mixed in with the rib. And like Chef Mike was saying, if you want the recipe, if you want to try to make this yourself, you can go to our Studio 10 page, or just click on the Studio 10 tab on fox10tv.com. You can get the recipe, and believe me, we're going to have a lot more with Chef Mike as this hour rolls on. And I'm going to be very jealous because I know I'm going to have to fight so many people to try to taste this when we're done with the show today, Chef Mike.
We'll do the TV magic and have it for you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Now, if you're wondering why Joe and Cherish aren't out here, that's because they're a little preoccupied, and I'm a little jealous, Chef Mike. They're getting to play with some new consumer electronics toys in the studio, and we're going to hand it over to them right now. Hey, guys.
Michael. Back outside with 17th Street Barbecue from Illinois. I'm going to start by making good friends with you right away. I'm originally from right near Green Bay, and I wanted to know how the Packers did against the Bears this year.
Well, you know.
Oh, a little sore spot there. You know, sorry to bring that up. That's not a good way to treat our guests here. That was rude of me. I apologize. So let's talk about something that you guys are fantastic at, and that is this barbecue right here. What have we done so far, Chef Mike?
Well, we've made a dry rub.
Okay.
And a dry rub is a blend of spices that go on to enhance the flavor of whatever you put it on.
Sure.
In this case, the ribs. And when they talk about a rub, I don't normally rub it in. We sprinkle.
Sprinkling it in,
we sprinkle,
okay.
You know, nice even layer, very light. I'd rather have 2 layers 2 thin layers, and I had 1 heavy layer.
Okay.
As the meat and the pores of the rib open up, it'll go ahead and take that in.
That's a good tip.
We put that on both sides. We've taken the membrane off of the back. It will form a new skin, but it'll be edible. The membrane that's normally on the back.
It will be delicious.
So the juices cook on that.
Okay.
You know, one of the biggest things that I can give to the people at home is everybody wants to do ribs, and they may have a Weber, they may have a gas grill. Sometimes it's very difficult. You may not have enough room to get this whole rib on your pit.
Okay.
You don't have to leave it whole, so that you can move the ribs around. You don't want to turn them. You don't flip your meat.
Don't flip the meat.
Don't flip it, but you can move it around where your heat source is.
I see.
So a lot of times, if you want to just take and cut these in sections, you know, you can just cut it right down through there, cut that off, and then you can lay them around, and you can move them around your pit, you know, your grill a whole lot easier.
Yeah, well, you know what, Chef Mike? I know everybody's mouth is watering right now, and they want to come try some of the 17th Street Barbecue. They can do that this weekend. Let's talk all about this big event that's coming up.
Well, we're here with the National Barbecue Association. And I'm just going to lay this right here on the grill, just lay it on there nice and relaxed. But I could cut that in pieces.
Right.
But there is also something that the public would really be interested in on Saturday, starting at about 10 o'clock. It's open to the public. There'll be a barbecue contest going on. There's 20-some teams that are cooking for competition as a normal KCBS contest.
Is 17th Street going to win?
We're not cooking in that part of it. We're doing other demos, but there's also demos for the general public to go to about, you know, how to cook chicken, how to prepare it, and different items, and there's a lot for the public to be able to come down and see.
Definitely, and the important thing is they will get to try out some of your stuff, like you said.
There will be ribs available.
There'll
be all kinds of sampling, that type thing.
That's what everybody wants to hear, and I also want to touch on real quickly, you have this here as well. This looks like it's a little bit more orange than some of the barbecue sauce I see, so this must be your original creation here.
This is original creation. My grandmother invented this sauce 100+ years ago. It's been in the family that long. It's I didn't know that there were most sauces are red.
Right.
You know, a lot of ketchup. But, you know, different parts of the country, the Carolinas with the vinegar, the Kansas City with the sweet, the molasses, honey. The mustard also over in the Carolinas. There's 3 kinds over there. But this happens to just have the blend of all of it. It's got the mustard, it's got the ketchup, it's got the vinegar.
Sounds like the best sauce ever.
As far as I'm concerned, it is the best sauce ever.
There we go. All right, so we've got our ribs on the grill. We talked about the sauce. The big event is Saturday. All the information is online. Go check it out on the Studio 10 tab, and we will check back in with you guys in just a little while to finish these bad boys up. Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
All right, guys.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us on Studio 10. As you can see, we're not in our great kitchen set. We are outside our studio because we are cooking some barbecue this morning with Mike Mills from 17th Street Barbecue. You guys are in town because there's a big event happening this weekend.
There's a big event happening. The National Barbecue Association, you know, have come to Mobile, one of the barbecue capitals of the world right here. You got awesome barbecue, but we also have an event where the people from all over the nation, all over the country, you know, Germany, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, all converge here in a barbecue capital, so to speak.
It's a place to be.
That's the place to be.
All right, and today you have made some barbecue ribs for us. You had them on the grill all morning long. We've been smelling them, and now we have the finished product. They look fantastic.
You know, what it amounts to is you don't have to cut a rib. If you have to use a knife, they're not ready. You see this little
or maybe they're not done
there.
Right
That's
if you have to use a knife.
But they'll just pull right apart. I want you to taste the flavor of that rib. You'll see that bone will work its way right out of there.
Look at that.
Just take a little bite of that right there.
I'm gonna take a little piece off. I'm gonna try not to pull it. Look at the little piece that I took. I can't put that whole thing in my mouth. I don't know why. Every time I try to get food, I end up getting a giant piece. That's the perfect size piece for Cherish for right now. Then I'll have to have more ribs. All right.
You'll notice how that meat is nice and pink. It will pull away from the bone. The sauce and the rub that's on there. It's a very thin sauce, but you should have about 4 flavors in your mouth. You should taste the pork. You should be able to taste the rub. You should be able to taste the smoke. and be able to taste the sauce all at one time.
Oh, it's good, and you can get the recipe on our website, Studio 10 tab, fox10tv.com. I am going to have some more of this. Thank you guys so much for coming on the show this morning. This was fantastic.
Tell everybody to come on down to the Renaissance and see the barbecue contest starting tomorrow at 10 o'clock.